We outnumber you. We outnumber them all.
Look at this. That was like 2 minutes max. The perfect amount of time. Yeah, counting's never been my strong suit. So, getting this game, I don't need to remind you guys of anything. If you're just joining me, go look at the top bar, see what heroes are here. We'll go over it as we go on. We'll be okay. Unless Mo wants to break it down.
Yeah, I'll break it down for you. It's 2021 and we're playing PL kotl. Give me a break. Like,
damn.
Come on.
30 seconds to battle.
I feel like it's going to be one of those games where like Spirit do really well for like 30 minutes and then PL just wins.
You think they're going to do that well for that long?
Yeah. I think as long as they shut down the Veno, like the panel was saying before, I think they'll have a relatively good time in the early stages of the game. I will say as well, Radiant have the chance to be able to take ancient stacks and Dire don't really. So I think that could be a big swing in being able to boost the net worth on Team Spirit to be able to push their advantage.
What? I think Venomancer just max plague wards, takes all the stacks.
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes later.
Easy.
I took one ancient stack, guys.
That sounds to me like max plague wards try to take an ancient stack. That sounds like a Dota YouTube video.
Yeah.
Like something
My
that
Darkseer vacuum stacked ancients for me on a high ground, and I then tried to take it with plague wards.
You'll never believe what I did to these stacks.
Oh, that was really nice. Did you see that by trying to take you?
A little Aether Remnant right there as he was charging up the Illuminate.
Cancels the sorry, not cancels, denies the range creep for it as well. So pretty good going.
Lap's already taking a lot of damage up in the top lane. I'm a little worried. The pause was more for Team Spirit figuring out their ping issues, maybe lag issues. I'm not sure if they're still present, but we are playing, so we'll see if that has anything in terms of like being impactful in terms of where we're at in this game at the moment. And he keeps throwing out the Aether Remnants. He's forcing Carl to stop those Illuminates early.
And there's nothing that kotl can do, right? Because you have to stand still to be able to charge it. So you can't dodge it.
True.
So they deward the small camp.
And there it is. Now Carl's able to start. And it is. He sits a little bit further back with the Illuminate. Mira oozing his couriered away, man. Seen some crazy Lich games.
What do you mean? What's a crazy Lich game consist of?
Some pretty stellar Chain Frost with like the Ice
level
Fire.
1.
Yeah, he's on the run and one shot from dead here. Right now surviving, but Maposhka comes over, body blocks him. Fairy Fire surviving a little bit longer. More right clicks come in. Stormhammer on the Zephyr, not one, but potentially two here. And the shield crash, but Maposhka searching. Ooh, actually gets the salve off first. The full duration. Zephyr's going to survive.
Yeah, and it means he gets the XP.
I say that, but
it means he gets the XP from the creep wave as well, which is really good. And it doesn't just go to waste in this lane. Then I just hit level 2 before he dies, but it's just too late. Really well played by Spirit to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Get the kill.
Get the kill, but also take advantage. That's the word of their level 2 before T1 got it.
Ooh. Turo hit Maposhka once, I think almost expecting to deny him.
Well, the thing is,
that was a little rude.
Well, no, it's good, because if you can deny him, he gets a free trip back to base, right? And then he can just come back with full HP and mana again. So in a way, even though it wouldn't have, the guy wasn't going to kill him, you would rather have got the deny so that he could get the free trip back to base.
He was pretty far off the deny. I guess he was going to pop the salve anyway.
You just get really pissed off with your position 5 sometimes as a carry.
That's the one chance you get to hit your position 5. Unless there's a Winter Wyvern on the other team. In which case you're always hitting your position 5.
Whenever my 5 gets cursed, I just run into it. Make sure he knows who's boss.
I need you to remember this as I walk into this curse on purpose. Cheeky little Stormhammer on 2 bottom. Collapse taking some damage here from White Mod, who is level 3.
He has the double bracer as well. Mira just takes 2 CS in front of him. Love that. I'm the 3 now.
Yeah.
This PL's farming really well though.
It's asserting dominance though when you do that.
Oh. Mira's just trying to drag the Lich away from the lane so that the Night Stalker can 1v1 a PL, right? Would be the best case scenario for them. On TSpirit.
Potentially even looking for maybe a courier that's coming over to White Mon when he goes up the stairs like that. And Zephyr's going to go down to Miposhka. Second kill here for TSpirit thus far. kotl, by the way, 29-2. So he's having a pretty decent time, but so is the Void Spirit. And that's
this is
something the panel talked about.
This is such a big pull from the Bane as well. If you can take away this whole wave of experience here, denying it to the stacked small camp. Who really needs his XP in this lane?
He's gonna come over, but Miposhka is level 4, just about the same experience there as Cuckoo. When does Cuckoo start to feel effective in this lane? If at all.
If they hadn't died at level 1, I think they would have felt really good. But as soon as that death happens, like they're playing from behind the whole time now, until like level 4-ish or so, level 5.
Double Venomous Gale hit. Now they might even want to look to turn this. They look over at Miposhka, shield crash with the Venomous Gale, and they've also got the Plague Wards down, so they're going to continue to right click. Miposhka on the run,
just level 1.
Now in, not in deny range anymore. Well, for a second he might be, and well, he'll salve up and stay in the lane.
He's fine. He has the 13 1 charges now as well, so.
Radiant's middle tower.
I couldn't quite block him in the trees, unfortunately, but there's the 1 charge.
Sap, Venomous Gale once again, and now Zephyr getting low. He needs to turn around and run. They've got another Brain Sap available. They'll use it. Nightmare up Cuckoo, and that'll lead to Toronto Tokyo coming over, and Cuckoo will get a kill before he dies, which is all right, but you lose 2 again over bottom.
This is the lane you want to be doing really well, right, on the Veno. Like you said, if the Veno can get off to a good start, it does really well against like the Shaker, the Sven, the Night Stalker. The only hero it doesn't do well against is the Void Spirit, really. And the fact he's getting off to this bad start means he could end up just being food a lot of the time. I think Mira's farming much better than I thought he would as well on this Earthshaker. Like he's managed to take a few CS. Collapse.
Yeah, chase down here, and now they've got the Sinister Gaze. Collapse on the run, but eventually White Mon will get credit for that kill. So now T1 finally getting a response to their own in their safe lane.
Oh my god, he's level 6 on Sven already.
Yeah, God Strength, but doesn't quite have enough to get the kill there.
Yeah, the problem is once he gets galed, they can't really do anything to him, to the Veno. Because the kite potential from the Gale was just horrible to play against.
Which can make it very troublesome for Sven.
There's no doppelganger here on the PL.
And they're going to run and try and chase 23. We got the Void. They'll jump on top of him with the Fissure. 23, Spirit Lance, and the Sinister Gaze. The Void was there. They'll get the kill. Now. Collapse will get 23, and they're going to go after White Mon. Ooh. Is he in range? Yeah, there it is. So double kill for Collapse, and that lane starts to go towards TSpirit. All 3 lanes, it seems like, are pretty much even or better.
Why not? Zephyr wakes him up and he's like, oh no, please. Oh no, oh no.
And now they're both dead, I think. Yep. Brain Sap comes in, Carl's it. This is devastating for T1 right now.
This is really, but their lanes have gone so poorly. Like this bot lane in particular has gone horrendous, but that double kill for the Night Stalker, like his game was going okay, but not that great. All of a sudden, he's a menace. They have almost level 6 on the Bane here as well. If they catch Cuckoo or something with this, oh, hang on.
Aposhka's been caught for a second, but again, they need to still get this kill.
I think he woke him up with a Veno ward there.
Radiant's middle
And
tower is under attack.
Rain Sap, White Mon, he's here. Frost Blast, and Zephyr will get credit for that kill. Cuckoo's now level 7. He's gone 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, the Veno wards are really difficult for the Sven to deal with now. I think this is a good build. I think this is the part of the game where you see. I think Sven's just left the lane he has, and the Venom's just going to try and push the jungle in. Sorry, push the lane in now. So the Sven needs the jungle.
Tower is under attack.
No doppelganger.
And yeah, on cooldown for 12 seconds. I think he's just dead again. And yeah, he's very dead. This is one of 23's signature heroes.
They have grit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Poshka comes over, and there's the Fiend's Grip. Venomous Gale coming in. Cuckoo trying to get the damage out on him. Poshka to wake up Carl. Illuminate and the Blinding Light.
Oh, it missed.
Cuckoo surviving the tower shots. The Illuminate comes in from Carl, and they get the kill on Poshka.
That was so awkward. They just went on different heroes. If they'd have gone on the same
Radiant's
hero, I think they would have killed
bottom
them.
tower is
But
under attack.
another bit of
Now they both
miscommunication.
survive.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Feels really good for Carl, who's going to TP up into the top lane, and now
Radiant's
has that
He's gonna
find on a Collapse, but Collapse is fine. Silence on it too, goes after the Kotl. They land the fissure. Collapse running over, and the Illuminate, they will get the kill onto this Night Stalker, but here comes Toronto Tokyo. Swashbuckle. Ooh, Toronto Tokyo
Radiant's
not
bottom
committing
tower
to
is under
the
attack.
Astral
Radiant's
Step.
bottom tower has fallen.
You don't need to. They take the bot tier 1 as well on the die. I think it was the Vedo wards and the creeps. How long until the Shaker blink? Because he has level 6 now. Just ticked it over there from the neutral creep. Oh, he's nowhere near. He went arcane.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
just queued it up.
Going Hood on the Veno as well. Interesting. Thought he would have gone like a 4th staff or something first, potentially.
These plague words really confuse me.
Why?
Because they're bugs. And they're not like wards.
Look at this Maposhka positioning.
Makes me feel like they're couriers and not like plague wards at time. Or like couriers and or observer wards. I have no idea. Like I said, I can't count, and I'm also pretty stupid. So, Swashbuckle comes in. Void Spirit now needs to run as he's been disarmed. Bottom lane.
Oh, Daywalker's getting gone on in the bot lane.
Yeah. Daywalker.
He has no
Okay,
ult
lead though
either, so-
for
Oh no.
TSpirit, Rolling Thunder. All right, they're gonna go top and try to get the kill on Amira. They do have that Silver Bind once again. Zephyr will get credit for that kill, so Carl will help out. He's gotten 3-0 talismans, and what do you know? Got Dagon queued up.
I'm telling you, triple null into Dagon. It's the most fun build. Doesn't matter whether it's the best build. It's the most
Radiant's
fun
top
build.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it is the most fun. And then of course you're rolling your D8 or whatever, and rolling into a Vambrace. You know that's coming.
Yeah, for sure. Always. Or the Never Sure. That's a good one.
True.
I think he's going to need a 4-staff at some point this game. Or at least somebody on the dire side needs a 4-staff, you know, against this Night Stalker in particular.
That's sensible. You don't do that.
And Night Stalker's going to need a blink as well, because it's all about who can get their spells off like first, whether it's the
Radiant's bottom tower is under
solar
attack.
thing. Is it solar bind? I can't remember what it's
Solar
called.
Bind.
Solar bind against the crippling fear thing.
Smoke up from
Dire's top
TSpirit. They're going to
tower
head
is
towards
under
top.
attack.
Potentially find themselves a Pangolier who does have the Rolling Thunder, but again, they've got the Bane, so we'll see if they can control him. They'll show with the shield crash, and now goes into the Rolling
Dire's top tower is
Thunder.
under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right to Maposhka.
Oh no! He tried to be greedy.
Yeah, trying to farm, and instead he's farmed.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I tried to cut a creep wave or at least stop it from pushing as quickly, but
Radiant's middle tower
Gets
is
punished.
under attack.
Oh, he's got Dagon
By the way,
5
He now has the defusal. Yeah, he's going straight Dagon 5.
Nice.
Or at least that's the Q.
It is very good with the in conjunction with the W, the Solarvine.
Ooh, Venomous Gale hitting on a Miposhka. They'll throw out the fissure. And oh boy,
He's in trouble.
in trouble. Solar Bind, Dagon. Oh my god, with the Illuminate, that was so much damage.
Yeah. And this is why it's so ridiculous. Very, very fun.
Please fight me,
Carl.
show me. Uh-oh.
Yes,
Now
blinding
blinding light
light.
by Utaro, and well, will still die.
That's some RNG stuff right there. What's the missed chance at level 1 on blinding light? Do you know? I can't remember what it is.
Totally know what it is. Not buying time right here.
Yeah.
Mere coin.
Cuckoo's just taking over this mid lane as well. Oh, mid lane. They're coming with the blink on the Sven.
See what they can get done here is they'll kill off Cuckoo, and now he's dominating on Yotaro.
Oh, the hexed up pig running in at nighttime.
That's how it's done, and they're going to continue to chase and find themselves a second. Whitemon's also gone. It's time to collapse.
It's under attack.
Stains gold remain.
At least my prediction's looking good so far, B-Cup, but TSpirit will do really well until about minute 30, and then the PL just wins.
Right.
I will say the Sven is farming really well, though. Like, he's pretty far ahead of the PL, which he needs to be. But yeah, I think this collapsed Night Stalker's done really well so far this game, and the Sven's been enabled to allow to farm. Oh, trying to take you.
Oh boy. And I'll get the kill. Cuckoo's going to get some revenge here. He's also, yeah, he's picked up that Force Staff after the hood. So you said Carl may need a Force Staff. He's actually now, well, somebody on this team has one at this point. We'll see if he does end up going back for one himself, because he's got E-Blade Dagon 5 queued up.
Yeah, I think the E-Blades are really good,
Under attack.
especially against the Sven as well.
Ooh, Solar
my
Bind,
God.
and there's the Illuminate. Carl with another kill. And Cuckoo
can't
will
wait
get
to
the
get
courier.
And do you know what makes this hero so good now as well, is that the Illuminate doesn't need anywhere near as much time to charge as it used to. It's like, was it 3 seconds or basically like all the time it feels like.
Dire's bottom
It used to be like,
tower is
it
under
used to be like
attack.
5 seconds or something
Radiant structures are fortified.
at max level. I think it used to be 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it takes like 3 seconds to charge the max Illuminate. It's just ridiculous.
Dire's bottom tower.
Max channel time 3 now. Quite strong. Collapse trying to get the bottom tier 1, and Carl will come over to try and illuminate and clean up and save the tier 1. Not going to be able to do so, so he'll get himself some farm. He's picked up the Ghost Scepter, does have the Dagon 1 still, and you think he goes Dagon 1 straight E-Blade and then goes back to the Dagon 5? It
Utoro.
feels like that's... He's popped the God Strength. Ooh.
I'm really surprised he's going BKB second item before Blink on the Night Stalker. I guess it's still really good. Like, in theory, it's really good against the T1 side, right?
And then once you have that and you have the Blink Dagger, you're pretty much open to being able what you want to accomplish with that nighttime, right? But it seems like it could be a little bit tough to secure that if you need the BKB first. And he does kind of need that BKB.
Yeah, he does. They don't really do anything against BKB.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Makes sense.
All right, so he bought out on Dagon 2 right now. He bought another recipe. And Vambrace drops for TSpirit. They also did get Nether Shawl for the kotl.
Yeah, that's really good. Any kind of like magic amp on that hero is really strong. Fey grenade for Dire side? I don't know who you give that to.
Illusion.
Pretty sad.
Give it to the Pangolier. Carl's keeping up with the Sven. That's what's so crazy about this.
Yeah, that hero farms so quickly though. especially like if you go BOTs and stuff.
Now he's got the Dagon 3, I believe, coming out. So he's gonna go Ghost Scepter.
He might be in
what
trouble
looks to
here.
be Dagon 5 into the E-Blade. Collapse almost has that BKB, and there's a Vambrace for T1. So now both sides have it. I guess the question is, do you want to keep the Nether Shawl?
Do you give the Vambrace
Or
to
go to the
PL?
Vambrace?
I don't know what the PL
yeah.
has, but
What does PL have right now? He's actually got Brigand's Blink.
Oh, yeah,
Middle
that's okay.
tower is under
are you
attack.
It's pretty
you're
nice.
struggling there.
I am struggling horribly. The Embrace will be picked up by the PLO. I'll only make that mistake once.
The
Brigand's
game,
Blade.
the game slowed down a lot though in the last like 5 minutes or so, 5-7 minutes, and it's favored T1 massively. Like I think that's SMY coming out on the courier now for PL. Like Theben was saying on the panel before, having that SMY, and then you queue up the heart afterwards. The shake is not really an issue for you. They don't have the like incredible amount of burst damage to be able to kill this PL, especially magic wise. And they break the smoke.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And the Vambrace was picked up by the Venomancer.
That makes sense.
It's pretty nice. Yeah. I love Heart into the Octarine Core, which I like.
Yeah, I really like that play, especially when you have Kotl on your team, but also like when you play against Sven, you don't ever really want to just run in and hit him right on the main hero, so you just have that constant spam of the Lancers. Play that really, really annoying PL build.
Ooh, now he's got Shard instead of the Heart Octarine Core, but at some point you're going to need the Shard, right? And you haven't taken first Roche yet.
Radiant
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you're banking on getting it off the second Roche, like that's going to be a while.
Oh, he'll get
might
it
as well just
before-
buy out.
He'll get
you
it
might as well
before the
just buy
second
out.
rush.
Yeah. Carl almost level 18. He's got just about enough gold to purchase that 4th level in the Dagon.
The cast range goes up on Dagon, I think, right? With each level.
Dire's top tower
Yes,
is under
by
attack.
50.
It's pretty good. Means
I
like,
got the BKB though on the Night Stalker, and he wants to go into the Blink Dagger as quickly as he
Dire's
can.
top tower is under attack.
it's like level 1 to 5, you get an extra 200 cast
Radiant's
range, which
middle
is
tower is under
really
attack.
strong. He's getting what, sorry? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he's got BKB going Blink, which is exactly what we thought he was going to do because he had it queued up, but also expecting to now be able to
Radiant's bottom tower is
administer
under
his
attack.
kit, especially once he's got that Blink Dagger. Otto just going to clear out these creep waves. PL
This Veno,
has enough gold for that shard, and he's finally picked it up. And then,
this Veno is so annoying because if the smoke ever breaks and there's a ward
Dire's
next to them, the
middle
ward just
tower is
attacks and
under
cancels
attack.
blinks and all sorts.
Radiant's bottom tower
You have
is
to be
under
incredibly
attack.
careful. They don't want to run up into the dire triangle high ground because they know it's going to be just littered with wards and things.
yeah, it feels like it's almost impossible to take like a high ground look. Like if you're going to come from the low ground at any point, it's almost putting yourself into a really precarious position because of the fact that, like you said, if Cuckoo's there, your blinks are getting canceled most likely.
I'm still worried for Spirit. It feels like last game where they have this lineup that wants to be playing more aggressively, but they can't really find the openings that they need. Like
Radiant's
again,
structures are
Poshka.
fortified.
They're gonna have Nightmare. They're gonna have Boost of Travel coming in. That means they'll have the control with the
Here comes
Fiend's
the
Grip, but also
PL.
23 is gonna show himself. So Mapochka's gonna hold his ground, go to the Fiend's Grip, try and lock down Carl enough to get the kill, and they will do exactly that. And now Toronto, Tokyo, not dealing with a lot of mana on the other side of this fight, though. They've got themselves a Sven who goes after Cuckoo. They've got the Fissure to follow it up. It goes into the Essence Ring as well as the Force Staff. Venomous Scale, BKB, Yotaru gets the kill on a Cuckoo. So that's 2 dead on the side of T1. A very good fight right now
Oh
on
my
the side
God.
of TSpirit with Collapse going in and killing off Zephyr. So
Dire's middle
3
tower
kills
is
there
under
for
attack.
Team Spirit. And that's all set up thanks to Mapochka just running in and getting the kill, or getting the Fiend's Grip onto Carl.
and that's Roche as well, I think. Especially with the God Strength being popped up. Honestly, T1's game plan, like, it sucks that they've lost that fight there, and it sucks that the Kotl died and whatnot. But in the long term, it doesn't really change their game plan. So like losing Roche is sad. Yeah, I get that, but it's not the end of the world. Like they still have a really strong late game with the PL and stuff. It's up to Spirit now to see what they can do with this Aegis, and like how much like worth and value they can squeeze out of it.
Right.
Because like pushing towers is not easy this game against like Veno wards, against the kotl, against the Lich armor. And at some point you're gonna figure high ground as well.
Wow, they really just want to fight into this Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, they know there's no god strength, right? And there's no.
Yeah, so he's not going to be as strong. If they can get him, Force Staff coming through, and now they're going to get the Rolling Thunder. They've got themselves the Chain Frost bouncing around over to the Ancient. They'll get the first wipe out of the hands of the Sven. Fissure now hits onto Zephyr. Blinding Light pushing over this Earthshaker. He's got that blink as well as the Echo Slam ready to drop, but that's just the Aegis, and well, T1 are kind of okay with that.
Yeah, T1 absolutely fine with that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You force the rotations over and everything as well. The reason they went is because they knew there was no God Strength, and they knew there was no Night Stalker ult, and it was daytime. So there's nothing for them to fear. And if they find a pick off, and the Sven Aegis is probably the best thing they could have found, honestly, rather than any other hero. Again, just walk towards this late game game plan. Yeah, no stress, chill out.
They've got that Aether Lens, so they can poke with that shard for this Venomancer. Send those Spirit Lances out. Like you said, you don't want to go right into this Sven, but if you can poke him, make his life very difficult, kite him around, it would really be a big difference maker.
Yeah, my one worry with T1's lineup, I will say, is that they have this lineup that doesn't. Like, nobody wants to get gone on first, right? Nobody wants to just go in.
Right.
Like, all three cores are kind of just sitting in the back line. And they're like, oh, yeah, go on somebody else, and then we'll just poke and prod at you and counter-initiate and whatever, right? But they have no, like, Tide or, like, this DK or whatever.
Yeah. Their counter plays aren't that great.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you said, they would have a Tide potentially. They want to be initiating where they've got the Rolling Thunder into the Blink Dagger. If the Rolling Thunder with the Blink Dagger is tossing these heroes on the side of Team Spirit up, they'll probably have their best time. But if Spirit make that jump first, it should be an easier fight, and I would say probably gives them about 5 to 10% more on a success meter.
Yeah.
In terms of how that fight's going to go.
And that's the reason why the fight top went so well before as well, as they find the kotl in the backline straight away, right? If you can find these key targets, which they have the potential to, then yeah, it's really strong.
Dire's bottom tower.
So Collapse now has that BKB and the Blink Dagger, and that's something that we're going to see really take effect in what should be the next fight. Question is, how do Team Spirit want to go about this? They've allowed now Carl to get that Dagon 5. He's building into the E-Blade, only 1,400 gold away from that. And Venomancer just kind of living his life farming. He's 3k behind this Sven, but Heart, Butterfly next. He can poke and prod with the Aether Lens as well as the Shard with that Spirit Lance upgrade with the Refusal.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Again, looking for that Rolling Thunder and not going to hit Collapse, which might open up an opportunity for Team Spirit to counter, but with the Pangolier getting far enough away, Team Spirit, they'll continue to put the pressure on the bottom lane and get the tier 2.
Do you know what I don't understand, Beacon? Why is Rolling Thunder's cooldown so low? I think it's 70 seconds.
Yeah.
But why?
Radiant's top tower.
Why isn't it more?
Yeah.
I'm not Ice Rock. I'm dying.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh.
But if I were, I would just say because I said so.
Oh, that's fair enough.
So, yeah, they're going to blink in and they'll go after the Venomancer. Oh, immediately just dead. They get that kill into 23. They're going to throw the Chain Frost over, and that's not going to lead to anything. And again, we talked about it. We talked about T1 not being a good counterplay team. With not the team, but the draft struggling to do so. And Team Spirit very advantageous being the ones to make the initial jump.
And that's the vision control with the Night Stalker there as well. Like they see everything with the extra vision. Piero tries to just leave the base ever so slightly and gets punished straight away, and all of a sudden it's a 7k net worth lead for Spirit.
And immediately switches from Heart Butterfly to Heart BKB.
Yeah, I think you know, you can respect that though, right? Against the Night Stalker. You just need to not to get comboed down.
You're stunned.
Oh. Pew pew.
They found Zephyr. Echo Slam committed. Collapse will get credit for that one, using that Fey Grenade twice, I believe.
Typical offlaner teamfight contribution.
One shot gets the kill.
Yeah.
Takes all, you know, takes it all.
Mira's like, come on, man. I mean, it's the right play, but it just looks funny.
Dire are scanning.
So no Echo Slam here. Oh, Psychic Headband for the Shaker could be very strong. Oh my god, Miposhka. What an absolute monster.
Yeah, we've seen him play well on a Disruptor, but he does play a really sick Bane.
Dodge for the Gale and the Lance.
So now a 9k lead for TSpirit. Get to that 30-minute mark, and this is what you were talking about. This is the moment where T1 need to really survive. And this is the pressure that might be felt. They're going to move in with the Blink Daggers and the Fissures, but they're not going to land anything, and T1 easily avoid that fight.
Yeah, it's the Veno wards. Very strong. Like, it's really difficult to push up into that high ground again. You know it's going to be littered. They need this BKB on the Veno, and they need the heart on the PL as well here on T1 to feel good about this game.
Radiant are scanning.
A bauble from the void.
So now again, T1 smoke.
No God
Knowing
Strength.
that God Strength is going to be on cooldown. Illusions will push through mid, and the rest of the team will go through the jungle. Controlling this outpost, though, right now is TSpirit. Mira the only one showing in lane, and right behind him is the Sven. Ituro, who does have a TP.
Oh, can he see the Shaker? Oh, he misses him.
Oh, just misses him. BKB from Ituro, just the TP out. They missed both.
Like, he feels like the wind against his back from the from the Pango roll as he TPs away. Jeez. Close one.
Close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I feel like that's happened a lot this game. It's like just close moments, but like, you know, it doesn't quite pull through.
And it's building up in a tense moment where it's going to pop off. Question is, how is it going to pop off? Because we've already seen it once where 23 is the one who gets jumped on and the fight's over very quickly because they're able to kill off this Venomancer with no BKB.
How close is he to the heart now on the PL? That's the big moment.
He's about 500 gold off.
Okay.
And Roche is only 25 seconds away, and that's going to be Aegis and Shard.
All it takes is one good fight from either team here. I think Dire side especially.
There's the blink in. They've got the fissure that lands on a Whitemon. They're going to try and go in onto the Lich. They don't want to fully commit just yet. They're waiting for somebody to come out, and 23 is going to be the one who throws the Spirit Lance in onto Collapse. Start to drain that mana. Not really doing all. He's dealing with 3k health.
Turning though.
Cuckoo moves forward. But Cuckoo had the halberd for a second. Ituro pops the God Strength. They're going to try and get Cuckoo up onto the high ground, but they're unable to do so. So they'll lose that Venomancer. They're also dealing with the double damage on Toronto, Tokyo. No God Strength, but Roche respawning.
They have an E-Blade now on the kotl as well, so he might look to buy back here on the Veno. Potentially fight the Roche, but it's so difficult when you don't have vision and everything set up.
And they don't have an outpost to TP to. They're going to use this God Strength. They should be able to get their hands onto the Aegis as well as the Shard. Question is this going to be quick enough? It's looking like it's going to be just late. Now the team wants to commit off this. Again, no God Strength to work with, but instead it looks like they're going to hold their ground on the mid lane and not do anything.
They have no heart. It was on the courier as well. Again, that's like another thing. It's so close to like being really good for T1, but they just missed their timing ever so slightly. And there's a nullifier on the Night Stalker.
Rolling Thunder, Dagon, Solarbind, Nightmare's going to keep alive this Earthshaker for a second, but they get the kill on Amira. Dead for 50 seconds. It's a kill to get, but it's not the Aegis. And again, they're holding on to the advantage on the side of TSpirit, but T1 get one, and they back away.
That's pretty good though for Spirit. Only losing the Shaker there.
Radiant's
You'll take that every day of the week.
Attack.
Get the Shaker, he's dead for 30. Probably going to keep Spirit off of attacking for 30 seconds, but we'll see.
I feel like this Venom has had like no net worth progression this game. He's so far
Constantly
behind.
at 11k.
Yeah. Last time I looked, he was like 2,000 gold off BKB, and now he's like 1,500. And it feels like it's been like 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah, and ooh. So 23 now committing. Now that he's got the heart, he's not committing to the BKB, he's committing to the Octarine core. Or at least that's what he's got set.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Radiant are scanning.
And again, TSpirit are just here ready to go in the top lane because they've got this outpost controlled.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
Zephyr
is
bottom.
under attack.
He'll push in. That'll force Toronto Tokyo down there, but he's got boots travel. He'll be back up in 30.
Pango.
Ooh, Lotus Orb, and now they're going to bring the Bane over. Zephyr needs to try and hide, but that's not looking likely, as they'll get the Brain Sap kill onto Zephyr Maposhka, who is now sitting 6, 5, and 5.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's getting close to that level 25 on the Void Spirit as well. And when he gets that, get the Dissimulate stun most likely against the PL.
Which will make it even harder for the PL to do anything. And
yeah,
it's just... He's not going for the BKB, and I kind of worry about that being the build progression.
Yeah, potentially, but you're aiming to hit that level 25 PL with the Octarine, and you get the cooldown reduction from the kotl and everything as well. Like, if he goes BKB, they really don't have any damage output is the problem, right? Especially when the Radiant pop BKBs. They have a kotl, which is great, but you're hitting that point in the game now where the kotl can't just, like, blow people up all the time.
Right.
Not reliably, at least.
Are you surprised that maybe we're not seeing Carl pick up that Ags?
I thought about it earlier, and
It feels like Lewis could be pretty massive, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good this game. But again, it's not damage output. The nullifier onto the
Stalker,
Pango.
and now they're going to go to the Pango again.
And the thing is, like, the kotl can't even E-blade the Pango because of the nullifier. It's just a free pickoff.
And it's really becoming quite a bit of an issue here because you've got TSpirit at a 14k lead. And it's almost... We talked about maybe the PL being able to handle a deficit, but I don't know if he can handle this big of a deficit.
That's exact.
Oh! Is Shaker okay?
He's fine.
Okay, he's fine.
Carl's still cutting creep waves, doing the best he can, going into Kaya Sanj. He's also looking into the Octarine cores. You've got 23 Savage.
Mirrors of my delight.
He's bought the Talisman of Evasion. He's re-queued up the BKB with the Butterfly as well as the finishing touches onto an Octarine core. The question is that what he gets from it? Or what is what he's going to get from that Q?
Is he putting a deep ward down? Oh, he is.
We'll spot that next rotation.
That's a bit of a worry, because if the kotl comes up to push the lane, the Night Stalker can just punish him really hard. Yeah. Oh, Carl.
He's been caught. Finding light, and he is in a lot of trouble, most likely dead. Toronto Tokyo, he does have that Dissimulate stun for 2.5 seconds. So they will get a kill onto Carl. Not only that, he's dead for 83 without buyback. He's 150 gold short. They're going to look with the Rolling Thunder, go over and try and get the kill here onto the Bane. They'll throw the Spirit Lance onto Maposhka. Rolling Thunder once again, getting quite low, trying to survive. And wow.
The Bane with the shard.
Just he has the breakdown of the illusions. And they'll get the kill into Zephyr instead.
I've never seen that before.
Off all the illusions.
That was pretty cool.
Wow.
Bane counter to PL, confirmed. Just never die. Wow.
Always a full heal.
Oh, Spell Prism Void Spirit as well. All right, game's over.
Boy.
Let's go. Let's go next.
GG go next is the words from Mo. So Chad, if you know, if that's not the result, Just at the man.
Vanished.
Night Stalker pops the ult here, just finding information.
Still no kotl for 25 seconds. Astral Step with the fuels and pops the BKB on the landing. They're going to pop the God Strength. Now starts to send illusions over to Yatoro. The buyout on the butterfly. So 23 now has no buyback available. Astral Step once again dropping down the Aether Remnant. That's not going to land. Goes to the Dissimulate, which he does have the spots with the shard. And now they're going to go through He just reached all his goal. The buyout on the butterfly. They get the kill on a Cuckoo to follow that up with the BKB as well as the God Strength. Going towards the end here on Yatoro. They start to back away. Man, Maposhka just, again, being the most crucial part to this fight for TSpirit. And TSpirit, they actually don't fully push in on that.
Yeah,
what a surprise.
They're being really disciplined, aren't they? Well, there was no God Strength and there was no Night Stalker.
Oh, Zephyr again. Stormhammer, and he will be hit with that Bloodthorn. Get ripped to shreds. To shreds, I say.
Like there was a kotl just next to him, but I don't think he realized because he zoned in on the Pangolier. So he just blinked away from the kotl and hit the Pangolier instead.
I'm not too certain. I don't even know if that's the right phrase. I truly don't think there's going to be a point where 23 takes over this game again.
It's the Witch
And he
Mage.
never really took over this game.
Witch Mage's the item that purges an AoE, right?
Purges all enemies and allies within 300.
Isn't that really good against PL?
Somebody's holding it.
Dear.
Must not be that good.
Oh, we were having a conversation earlier about this with Nomad as well.
Yeah, we were.
Nomad. Oh God, I'm gonna talk about what Nomad said about something. This is awful. He said in 10% of games it would be really strong, 10% of games it would be okay, and the rest it would be awful. And I kind of agreed with that. It feels like this is one of the ones that it's okay in. Oh dear.
Well, again, they're just going to jump forward and kill off White Man.
Like, what's the play? This is what we were saying. Like, who goes in and helps? And we're just kind of sitting there waiting to get gone on.
Well, because they can't be the aggressors.
Yeah, they can't.
And we already talked about how they can't play the counter. And if they can't be the aggressors, they kind of just have to watch. Collapse already knows he's sending him back.
And you have to remember here, he has an arcane blink on the Night Stalker, right? And so they have permanent nighttime, basically, because of the whenever he pops out, if he blinks first, you get the cooldown reduction, right?
So we're going with BKB being popped, and now we're going to go after this kotl. They'll get the kill on a Carl. He is very dead, especially with that BKB and the jump forward from Toronto Tokyo. And they're going to use that God Strength with the BKB. Take out Cuckoo, take out 23 Savage, rip through both of them. And they will call GG. We'll be going to another game 3. TSpirit start to finish, have control of this one.
Really well played by Spirit. They felt like, yeah, they always had